All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
What we saw last week, Mike, was just a quarterback that was taking what the defense gave him and just playing a really well-rounded game. I mean, he found the end zone a total of 3 times, twice on the ground, once through the air. But most importantly, he avoided those back-breaking mistakes that could have come back to haunt them. If he continues to play at that level, it's going to be a hard team to beat on any given day.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he will go all the way. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Bills. It's his second touchdown of the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on first and 10. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the gun, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. And the Bills' first down.
Slot man in motion left. On first down, it's Allen. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Allen. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
This one caught at the 4.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
Allen on 3rd down. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdowns, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll get that to his tight end. That's Ja'Tavion Sanders. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So after one, the Bills with the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike. Being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Hubbard. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now, after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now, here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Slides extra point, up and good. Panthers are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back in the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The motion man is Sanders. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. Young to throw on 1st down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the pistol snap to Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Young to throw. He's got his man. That's Legette. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And
he is in. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Now Allen on 1st down. Taking off. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. One more time going up top with Allen. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Allen going to give it to Cook. The Panthers will take their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. On fourth down, Daniel Wheelan is on to punt. Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Set to go now on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. On first down is Young. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Zach Dysert, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category. Young to throw on 1st and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The motion man is Sanders. Another run here with Hubbard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Motion man sent right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That one taken in right side by Legette.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Bills offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion, Shakir. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's able to give him a little breathing room. He's got a 1st down up past the 15-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Allen will throw. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be third down and short. Throwing is Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. Look at the big man go. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Slot man in motion right. Throwing now. Allen here on first down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, Cook. And the Bills are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. Allen. That one taken in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Motion man is the tight end going right. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. To throw is Young. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Now Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to fourth and goal. He'd missed twice already, but this one goes through. And the Panthers will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw them the ball, and for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
Throwing again, it's Allen. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Panthers have it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
Open man downfield is Leggett. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there,
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd down, Young. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings it 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's Cook. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Bills first down. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. A run up the middle with Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Young. This is caught down that right sideline. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A ball deep for the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
That's good for the Panthers.
Here's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
That's another Panthers first down.
Young to throw on first down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Benford.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. So a road win here for the Bills. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.